Isolation Nation, welcome to another social distancing social club. I'm coming to you live from beautiful San Francisco, and it's so wonderful seeing the gorgeous Golden Gate Bridge that has inspired so many to cross it and be like, we did it, let's have soup. And I think that's what makes America beautiful. We've got these landmarks that you really want to see, and you finally get there, and then you're like, that was great, can we leave? And so that's what this country means to some people who don't understand the heritage. And to those trying to tear down the Golden Gate Bridge because it reminds them of, when there was not an ability to go over the water to get to the soup. Well, it's dumb because you need bridges. Unless you want to start a canoe career, and I doubt you do. Who's into that? It's very narrow, easy to tip, only a couple people at a time. So I don't recommend it. Right, buddy? He agrees. Anyway, enough of me waxing poetic and inspiring everybody with my intro. I think it's time that I introduce to you the second leg of the four-legged tripod that is the quarantine. Please give the warmest welcome in your hearts to a man called Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. Good to be here again. If you want to support the show, as always, make sure to tip. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal, laughfromhome.com, or, of course, you can super chat, Facebook stars, all that stuff. And by the way, behind me, if you guys are wondering what that is what I call the SDSC. That is breakfast made out of a tortilla, eggs, string cheese, and hot dogs.
Yes.
Actually tasted really good.
Wow. Many times in the past when Steve and I have gotten into fights, I said, eat me, and he took it seriously.
There's also salsa on top, which Taylor suggests is the audience, and I was like, sure, I'll go with that metaphor. That sounds good.
I like that a lot. And then Taylor is the salt, because you spray it on there and you can't see it, but you know it's there, and occasionally it's salty. You know what I mean?
Just don't go over 10 minutes again.
It's hilarious. Ben, by the way, has connected using one of those old AOL discs. So let me introduce the next leg of our quarantine, the hot dog to our SDSC breakfast. Please give it up for Mr. Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry I'm in the same coat, but I didn't make it back to my other coats. We're in a match at the office, so I'm excited about that. It works well.
What drug are you on today, Bow? Because
I'm not on
already not that sober.
I'm not on any drugs today. I had a cheeseburger, and other than that, I'm good. So I want to know what that animal is on your. Is that a gremlin? Is that a monkey? What is your shirt, Ben? That's a very weird airbrushed shirt.
Oh, this is a special shirt that I've had for about 10 years. Check this out. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's
So
a monkey.
Gleib squad monkey.
It's the Gleib squad monkey. Because all humans are monkeys that have done well. We all know that.
I would have thought the monkey would have been on your back, but okay, that makes sense.
No, that would be if I had you on the back of my shirt.
Touche. Queen Rachel's here. Queen Rachel, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. So I have a visitor, and she just got out of the shower. We're trying to figure out what she's gonna wear. So no, I'm wearing red. No. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the red. Yeah. Good to see you. See you. Just say hi and walk away. Just say. Zahra, I need to be on camera. Yeah. Can you just duck down? Can you just duck down and I'll jump in? Yeah. Yeah. No, they can. They can. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Love you too.
Love you. Bye.
It's the it looped.
Oh, that was awesome.
Nicely done.
Already the greatest episode of our show, hands down.
Hell of an intro, Rachel. And by the way, that is.
Oh, that's frightening. That is frightening.
I thought I had this whole thing. I was like, hey, look, we're all food, guys. Look, we're food.
Yeah,
God,
Zara Tal trumps whatever the hell you got going on, Steve. So
how the hell am I ever gonna trump that? I don't even know how I'm possibly gonna trump that. It's gonna be tough.
You got your own campaign mug.
That's incredible. And let me just say that I would love, Steve, the honor of being your press secretary, because I could really use a nap.
I was gonna wait to break this out to later in the show, but I was like, I gotta compete somehow with that. That was a hell of an intro.
I don't know
awesome.
that even competes, and that's pretty good. But Queen Bending strikes again, and Queen Bending strikes at another level every time.
No, I spent money on this, waited like 2 months for shipping. You have no idea how long I fucking planned this. And then Rachel breaks out like a hot lady in a towel, and I was like, well, I'll just fucking drink coffee.
Also, if you ordered that mug, Steve, maybe you should have had it been Hoffy 2020 or Hoffy in your coffee or Hofstetter 2020. Steve, you could have gotten that at any like presidential merch store. It's not branded enough.
Damn, where were you when I needed a press secretary, Ben? Probably the same place I was. Anyway, Rachel, what do we got so far?
So far, we have Gus Walsh tipped the show $5 and said, "I'm impressed I can hear Ben Gleib."
Nice. Nice.
Thank
that was
you
almost
so
a
much.
good take from Steve.
And then Dread Pirate, 10 Aussie, and said for Za Rachel.
Nice.
I think we chose our couple's name. We can ask Zara when she get on here. I think it's Ra Ra or Raza.
You're not going with Queen Bending? You're not going with Queen Bending?
I mean, that one's great too.
I like Raza though. Raza's a good one. I like that. We had a fun overnight game at
Zarchel. I like Zarchel.
Zarchel.
Zarchel is a great couple's name and also a wonderful bad guy from like an 80s movie about aliens. Like that also.
Yes.
Where Zarchel?
I am Zarchel. I am Zarchel. Put your hand on the glass.
I'm Zarchel from the planet Gleib.
Also, quick note before Bowers does the overnight game. I just wanted, obviously, if you haven't noticed, I am once again at the prop headquarters, my father's office. And so it's really great being back where it all started. You know what I mean? Where the bobbleheads are of legendary players instead of more modern day players.
Is that nice. A Kurt Rambis? What is that? Who is that?
I think it's Jerry West, right?
Jerry West.
Jerry West, the NBA logo himself, y'all.
Nice.
Very cool.
Overnight game. What do we got?
Overnight game. So they just, because we blew through the other game yesterday because I was in no shape to read anything, they just did overnight 2, Electric Boogaloo, TOO. So it was just overnight excuses 2. So I went through and found a couple of the ones from yesterday I thought were good too. So Diana had tried to, so this is why they didn't have the overnight game, is basically excuses why they didn't have the overnight game. Again, tried to pull a Bowers, but ended up choking on a wiener instead. And then she has the gif they made of me where I'm eating the hot dog. Thought that was good. Tam Brown said I was too busy trying to figure out what Facebook stars are worth. This is a reference to a Steve joke. Renee said my dog was acting weird, so I was trying to figure out what was wrong with me.
Nice.
So that's for the watch party. Lola we didn't have an overnight game because we got lost in Queen Rachel's eyes, but we did find Zara there. So that works perfectly for the intro.
Picking that one too. That's also one of the ones I picked.
Let's see. Johnny.
I honestly hope that, I'm sorry to interrupt, Bowers. I hope, Rachel, that your relationship with Zara lasts longer than clothes from Zara, which disintegrate after about 3 weeks.
Cloves?
That was it. Clothes. Clothes.
Oh, I thought he said
clothes
too.
Really weird because Zara sells clothes and not clothes.
Oh, so you're saying the brand Zara. Okay, let me explain the
brand
joke
Zara.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
There's a Zara brand of cloves?
Yes.
You don't know
a clove.
Clothes.
God damn it, clove.
Clothes.
Who's on first?
Yeah.
Would you prefer I say clothes?
I don't know. Third base. Let's go back to the fucking game.
Johnny was too busy trying to pick out which pants not to wear, and finally, this one I liked a lot. It was my turn to collect and sanitize Radu Bondar's pop sockets from the waste bin for resale, easy money. So nice. I like those.
I had one for each of us. I just had to change my Rachel one because you took that one too. But I had Carl Lane had Bowers didn't explain a joke, so I had to figure it out myself. Ron Wayner said Ben lost a vintage lady, so each member of SDSC FaceTimed in on a different one of Ben's laptops to find it. Diana Gonzalez said I had a long dick appointment. Appreciate that one. Thank you.
Steve's really pushing that narrative, huh? He's really trying to get that one going.
He's really milking
the joke the fans are making.
He's really milking that long dick. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wonder why that's one of the ones that you chose for your favorites. That's so funny. Also, literally, speaking of Steve and emails, an email just came into my phone right now. I swear to God, the subject line is Glenn Gleib radio interview request.
Tam also had, I was busy getting screen grabs of all the times Queen Rachel flipped people off. FYI, it's a lot. I said 5 of us because there's one for Taylor too. Kara Layton said I wanted to make an overnight game, but Surf Taylor muted me. So nicely done, all of you. Fantastic overnight game.
Very cool.
And,
what's today's game, Mr. Steve?
Today's game is based on my wonderful meal here. Is food a host? So you can do it just a food pun with any of the hosts' names. It's pretty simple. Like Crisp Bowers or Hen Gleib, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I mean, comedy gold.
Yeah, or one that any of my fellow hosts respects at all. One of those.
I mean, in fairness, Steve did text those to us earlier as an example of this game, and in also fairness, this is how we reacted the first time too.
God damn it!
It's your third almost.
And
Steve.
I think Steve wanted to play this game just to support his food backdrop. Little did he know the game could have been like great host couple names or something instead, based on the Zara intro.
Yeah, little did I know. So let's introduce some people. So we
get $5 to play the game. You know how it works. $5 on the Super Chat, Venmo, PayPal. Get you in the game. You win all the albums from the hosts, as well as a front row ticket to the front row, which obviously, or a ticket to the Nowhere Comedy Club. So introduce the crowd.
And with that, we want to introduce our front row. We appreciate you being here. We've got Andrew with a different name every day. We've got Julius Squeezer. We've got Jessica Keibel. We've got Bonnie's iPhone. We've got Tam. We've got Zara. We've got Ron. We've got Carrie. We've got nicely executed. And of course, we appreciate all of our front row and our patrons, especially. If you want to join the Patreon, you can do so. Patreon.com/SDSC. And by the way, I'm also shouting out the show today. I'm wearing the Embraces Suck shirt because I canceled all of my work for the next several months, and I bought a mug to make fun of my friend. I'm clearly embracing the suck. That is what my life is now. And I'm cooking food that reminds me of the show. So if you could call whatever the fuck I was cooking.
Strangely, that's the mug that Steve pitched as the campaign mug when I was running.
Yeah, this was actually the prototype. So.
Comedian destroys campaign. Okay.
Comedian owns mug.
That's very funny. I just wanted to say a quick word before we introduce everybody else. I'm going to have to bounce in a little bit, but I'm actually going to try to continue doing the show today from my car if possible. But I just wanted to quickly announce a little bit of health news. I've been keeping you guys abreast all run of this show with my COVID bullshit. And I told you a few days ago that I was officially found to have for sure had COVID, as I have the antibodies, so close to for sure. But I also got the unpleasant news a few days ago, the night before my birthday actually, that I have a blood clot, unfortunately, in my leg, below my right leg, a DVT blood clot. And so I've been on injections for 5 days, just finished those. And I now I'm on a daily pill I have to take twice a day for the next few months called Pradaxa to hopefully make this thing go away, which is all good. I share it for just 2 reasons. One, to let you guys, I feel very close to the audience of the show. And to let you guys know about this, because if you ever feel something weird in your leg, I had basically what just felt like a sore calf, but it was lasting for like a week, which is very unusual. Plus, I don't work out or ever move, so it's unlikely I would have had a sore calf. And then suddenly, and I did the 4 miles of protest with Steve and Rachel last Sunday, and the next day I couldn't walk. It was just like, it was extreme pain to even step anywhere. The next day and a half, so Carmel made me go make a video appointment with the doctor that I had after the show a few days ago, and they said you got to go urgently for an ultrasound. There was a blood clot. So if you feel something in your leg that feels painful, or anywhere in your body, but especially it's supposedly these form a lot in your legs, and it sticks around, don't push it off, don't act tough, don't assume that it's nothing, because blood clots, if you don't address them quickly, can be very serious. It can travel up your body and lead to a heart attack or stroke or death or any of that fun stuff, or even having to eat one of Steve's breakfasts. You know what I mean? There's a lot of possible side effects. And so please be careful. And also I share because I'm going to a doctor's appointment again a little bit. I'm feeling a little dizzy. And that's not just because I just did acid 15 minutes ago trying to be like Bauer.
Well, Ben, let me just say, first of all, we all, of course, wish you well. We hope, you get well as quickly as possible. Also, if you didn't like the mug, you could have just fucking said something. You didn't have to go through all that, But,
yeah, I hated the mug so much I took a hammer to the back of my leg 4 days ago, and I just made sure. I Kathy Bates myself.
just make sure you go to a real doctor, not a Spectrum doctor. That's all I care about. Do not go to a Spectrum doctor. You
guys,
be like, holy shit, this blood clot is moving as fast as my internet. This is horrible.
I wish it was, because I would be barely moving at all. And no joke, on top of all this bullshit, I had Spectrum come to my house again today. And tomorrow, when I'm on a real computer, I will show you the virtual background I created, which is a video of 3 Spectrum employees in my house today, and then followed by 3 Spectrum trucks in front of my house, like there was literally a level 12 fire emergency for Spectrum. And all 3 of them still can't figure this shit out. And so they're going to be coming back again in the near future, probably on Spectrum Tuesday. Stay tuned, SDSC.
Yeah, if you guys want to support the show and donate so Ben can buy a different house that has internet, we would appreciate that.
My God.
Maybe his own satellite. Maybe he gets his own satellite, just a Gleib satellite that just connects right to his house. How about that? That could work.
I am down. Totally down.
Excellent. Rachel, what do we got coming
well,
in?
we got 2 great comics. We got to introduce them right now. 2 great comics. We got Myq Kaplan is back. Myq Kaplan is back. How are you, Mike?
I'm good. You asked me to say a funny sentence to demonstrate who I am, and I didn't come up with one.
Which demonstrates exactly who you are. I like that, Mike. See, I was playing the joke. And also we have, she was on our 2nd show of all time, and she's back. Emilia Barrosse is here. Emilia, how are you doing?
Hello, my name's Emilia, and I'm deathly allergic to cats, but I have one. I love them.
Also, oddly enough, that mic stand is only 3 feet off the floor. That is Rachel, what do we got coming in?
And by mic stand, what do you mean by that? What's a mic stand?
It's a thing we're crowdfunding for BT as well.
I thought he was getting a tripod and I'm getting the mic stand. What the fuck?
So we have Ben. Tesha had messaged and said, tell Ben, Tesha's the one that works for Spectrum. She's like, tell Ben I talked to my boss about his internet issues. We're just waiting on his email. So
oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. Well, if this doesn't get fixed by the end of tomorrow, I'm definitely emailing. Thank you, Tesha. Really appreciate that. I also love your son, John Tesh.
Yes. We also had Zara tip the show 10 Aussie and said, I'll be your press secretary, Steve.
Oh.
Well, it's an easy job. I did nothing when I was working for Ben, so you could definitely go from Australia.
You know how like when the country's under attack, the president and vice president go into an undisclosed location. That's where Steph does his Steve. Never mind.
He just walked away.
He walked his own joke.
Did you go to the kitchen to wash your mug? What
he walked him. The joke was so bad he walked himself. That's amazing. I've never seen a comic walk himself.
What mug is he getting?
Oh God.
What does it say?
Right,
It says
grandma?
grandma. Grandma. Nice. That's my
God.
running mate. So
We also have E-Hole $2 for Zara because they're going to be picking on you.
Bring it. Be good.
And then the last one, Renee, $5 for Queen Bending to help pay for those light speed flights back to Australia. Oh, she's going to stay here a while. That's
Wow.
So if I can just do a quick shout out quickly to one of our sponsors. The show is brought to you today by Tricks. Oye, conejo, los tricks son para niños.
God, can you imagine Ben on show and tell in elementary school? He had to be so like just brought a whole bag of shit, just like
I think we literally are seeing the same stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all coming from his dad's house. Let's do a comic. How do we get to a comic? I think we're ready for that, right?
Yes.
Coming right now, he has an album out called AKA. Give it for returning champion, Myq Kaplan, everybody. Myq Kaplan. Woo!
Hey. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't even know it was a competition, but it did feel like I won. So thank you so much, everyone. Great to be here with Sleeve Hofstetter, Kliss Bowers, and Blen Gleib, of course. Not to mention Rachel. Clean, instead of Queen Rachel, Clean Rachel. That one works out pretty well. So happy to be here. Always a pleasure to hear laughter from a screen. Screen Rachel. All right. All of my, I've played the game wrong, I guess. I know it was a Fuda host, but I made it just Rachel or Rachel, I guess. So happy to be here. Happy to be in touch with other humans. I've been, there's people. I don't know if you have these experiences. I don't know if you're like me. I don't know if you're like me. I don't know if you're like me. But if you can't, if I don't know about you, but if you're, I don't even know about me actually right now. But there are people out. I was about to say there are people out there, but I don't even know if there are people out there. You know what I mean? Like I know there's person in here, and also there a little while ago before I started my set, there was a girlfriend here. She might be far away now, but I speak loudly, and sometimes we're separated by a door and noise canceling headphones, and we live together. So and that's just her normal unit. I met her and she was wearing headphones, and I was like, hello, and she was like, the perfect person who can speak loud enough. It's like she was a princess, and anyway, a lot of comedians finish sentences, but let's move on to the next one. So I do want to say that I'm glad, today, I believe, here's the thing. I was going to say I know what today is, and I think I do, but I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on in the world with respect to the pandemic, with respect to health and safety for everyone. But here's the thing is, it seems like the science is changing all the time. Like, how do you even trust a scientist when, yesterday scientists said it was Tuesday, and today they're saying it's Wednesday? Like, how can you even get it together, science? Like, what's it gonna be tomorrow? Blong's Day? Like, it's not even a word. Like, did you guys know that words weren't even natural? Like, before there were humans, there weren't words. An animal wasn't like, I'm an animal, obviously. So who are you gonna trust, scientists or animals? Because animals were here before scientists, unless it was an animal scientist. I'm pitching a show. Anybody in the audience who works on shows, animal, and that's actually, I don't want to say it's a much better game than Fuda host, but also please feel free to play animal scientist. Animal a scientist, okay? I'll go first. Niels Bohr. How about that one? He's a boar. It's a boar, like a pig, but also Niels Bohr is okay. And how about, that's the only scientist I can think of. That's the only one. Albert Einstein. He's an animal. Humans are animals, so that one works. I should have done a couple more before going meta. Let me tell you this. I just started my timer, so my set starts now. So I was thinking that one thing that I love about watching TV on my computer is that commercials, which I don't love, now it seems like they legally have to, they have to tell you how long they are, or they do. They always tell you, like, this commercial is going to be 2 minutes or half a minute, or you can leave it in 4 seconds. Seems like it's like the, what do you call them? The like when you go to a fast food place or a food place where they're like, this is how many calories it is. Like you probably shouldn't order it. You know, like don't watch this, don't eat this, don't do anything. And I'm like, thank you so much. Like it used to be when I was growing up, you'd be like, okay, it's a commercial. Do I have time to pee? Do I have time to poop? Do I have time to get a GED? Do I have time to, you know, like what do I have time to do? But now I'm so happy I can just like, you know, close the whole script. I'm just like, oh, thank you, commercial. You're selling me on not watching you. Like that's what I get from every commercial. I particularly love when what is it? Like on Hulu, sometimes you get an opportunity to watch like one commercial up top, like that's 2 minutes instead of watching them all throughout. And so I like that you get to pick in that case. It's like, oh, it's like a choose your own adventure, you know? You're like, oh, what do I want to do? Do I want to go on a journey that has a bunch of things in the way? Or do I want to have one big bump and then I'm free and clear? And you get to, here's the point. Now, I really apologize for what I'm about to do to you, but what I am about to do to you is say that is what I call a choose your own adventure. So that's what I'm saying, everyone, is it was full of things that I actually mean. I really believe and think about that. But the point is that I was just out to trick you the whole time. So in conclusion, one final, I just got the light, so it's time to start my set. I will tell you, a lot of comedians these days are pausing for laughs, but I am more, you have to rewind for laughs. So watch it again. Tell me what I said that was funny. I wasn't recording the whole thing. So my final joke, here it is. My final / first joke. Here it is. I started with science and I'll stick with it. This is a game that I like to play that I offer to you during these times, at all times, really, I think. But I started playing it during the pandemic. It's called Science Says. And the way that Science Says works is you just listen. And what does science say? Oh, science says wear a mask. Okay, science, I'll do that. Science says stay 6 feet apart. Okay, science, I'll do that. Now drink bleach. All right, I'll do bop, 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 bop. Science didn't say so. It's Friday now. So thank you guys. My name's Myq Kaplan. Enjoy your lives. It's still happening.
Holy shit. Science Says is fucking phenomenal. Myq Kaplan, everybody. If you want to tip, the tip jar is open. You can do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal, livefromhome.com, or of course you can super chat. Animal Scientist, by the way, obviously playing next week at the Roxy. Rachel, do we have any entries of Food a Host yet, or should we switch the game to Food a Scientist?
we have like two
Let's
paid.
do Food a Host or Scientist. That's the way the game is going to work today. You can do either one, and I would just like to enter real quick with Neil deGrasse Tyson. If you would like to...
Now Taylor had in the chat, I like that he said Neil deGrasse fed Tyson. Which was good. Or as Rachel would call it, Neil deGrasse fed Tyson. So that's
so if you want to, you can. We're changing up the game midstream. If you want to Food a Host or Scientist, you can do that. And Rachel, what do we got?
So we have Gus Walsh, $5. The Comedian's Cocaine Habit. Great set.
Well, if actually here's my set. If it were on cocaine. Good night, everybody. That's it. That's the whole thing. You're lucky I don't even drink caffeine.
That is the most words, I think. That's the most words per minute since the Micro Machines guy. That was impressive how quickly you did that.
Oh, that's what Myq is short for. Micro Machine Kaplan. So Micro Machines Guy Kaplan. Guy is my middle name. Yeah.
That's so good. We had Ron Wayner, $5 for Myq.
Nice.
And I'm just catching up now.
All right. That was funny again, Myq. It's one of those things where it's so fast that like I'm trying to, like the jokes were killing me, but it was so fast I'm having a hard time remembering what it was. So I'm gonna have to watch back. The rewind thing is perfect. I'm gonna have to rewind it to get them all because it's just so quick. I like it. I said that you're too quick for me, man.
I also for Science Didn't Say, it is amazing how much people on Facebook are just like they decide to trust a meme instead of a scientist for a science related thing. And I'm just like, what do you do when your car breaks down? Do you just like, well, look at a meme. Meme says car's fine. It's like, no, take it to a fucking mechanic. Like, that's what you do. And also, take it to a mechanic and not an ice cream shop. Like, people specialize in shit, and we need to trust them to do their job.
Yeah, but the only reason they're good at it, man, is because they want your money. It's a whole thing. I don't
Follow the money, Powers.
Follow the money, man. That scientist gets paid for science. I do it for free for the love of the meme and the science. That guy's getting paid to think about this shit.
You're right. People who make memes don't get paid. So
oddly enough, people who steal them do somehow, which is weird.
That is weird. Yeah, I had a buddy once we were arguing about basketball or whatever. Then he showed me a meme as proof. I'm like, you can't show me as a meme as proof of anything. I'm not gonna ever take a meme in your bibliography.
I've got something. I think a meme is proof that you can stop arguing with that person and walk away. That is the end. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I do think it is amazing though, the people who are like the content aggregators, like what is their job? Like when they meet someone at an event and they're like, oh, what do you do? And they're like, mainly I repost content from other people and take their name off it. You know, I specialize in secondhand ideas.
Yeah, I was the guy who actually decided to start taking people's names off it. That's the way we made a lot more money. We found that when other people couldn't get credit, we got all the credit. We're like, look at this. If you just take it away and then send it off into the world. Now let's go out and meet all the rest of the meme mates that we got here. So
it's innovation is really what it was, Myq. That guy was very innovative.
At putting the no in novation.
Yeah.
We also had some more tips coming in. So Amina Sala, $5, and said, no clue what the fuck just happened. Still entertaining. Thanks, Myq.
Then I think you have one clue to what just happened, which is that you were entertained. You've solved the mystery.
I also like, until you said thanks, Myq, that could have been used at any point in this show so far.
or life. I don't know what's happening outside, inside, anywhere. Good night.
Yeah.
So I want this question for Myq and Emilia. What's been the hardest thing of quarantine for you? What's been the hardest thing?
Amelia?
Man. The not knowing if any of this is worth it.
I would say, by the way, second hardest thing, answering that question, apparently.
And third,
and by that I mean like, because like it recently also came out that like we didn't have that like the government lied to us about hand washing at the beginning. They were like, hand washing is important, you don't really need masks, just wash your hands. And now we're kind of learning that hand washing didn't really mean anything, and they were just telling us not to use masks because we didn't have a lot of masks. And like now, like COVID's getting worse, but people are going outside, and it makes you wonder, like, what even matters? What's happening? What's going on? It matters.
This moment, by the way, of existential dread, brought to you by Tricks.
Tricks played on you by the government, of course. Yes. And I mean, I think Emilia is right. Like, in fact, I heard that sneezing in people's faces is the way to avoid getting COVID. So get out there and find a sneeze face, buddy, and then just go for it.
Science didn't say. Be careful.
I feel like we're all close enough now that I can honestly answer the question that I really, when you said, what's the hardest thing about quarantine? One of the most difficult things for me was avoiding immediately saying my dick. So I really want to thank everyone for bearing with me through these difficult times.
Yeah. We appreciate that.
I almost made it.
That you have a mask on it as well, and you've been washing its hands. So that's important. I've been doing it all wrong. I've actually just been licking the back of other people's masks. I thought that would really keep me safe.
And when you say the back, do you mean like where it's tied behind their head, or the back of it like where their mouth is?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, both. He just licks the whole head.
Yeah, that's really the key. That's the important part. And by the way, I will say, like, every time, like, when I'm out there walking my dog, like, first of all, it is crazy to me. I live in Studio City, which is like a fairly like progressive, seemingly educated place, and like most people are not wearing masks still. And it's and when I walk my dog, if my dog wants to meet another dog, like if that person's not wearing a mask, I'm like, no, fuck that. That dog is dirty as shit. That dog probably has COVID. Like we're not going near that dog.
Well, I've been in Indiana for a week and a half. I've not seen one single mask, not on an employee. I'm not kidding. Not a single person here has had a mask on in any store or restaurant I've been in at all.
Not even doctors. in the hospital that are working on you, like a surgeon who's like, sorry, I'm not getting owned by the libs, you know, and they just like lick your face.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is that people have like politicized the simple wearing of masks. Like apparently like in North Dakota, people were getting shamed in the street for wearing masks. Like wearing mask is like saying, fuck you, Donald Trump, instead of just like, I'm trying to be safe. Like it's just, everything's fucking ridiculous right now.
Well, I mean, that is also, though, because my mask does say "fuck you, Donald Trump" on it. So that, I mean, that's a little. I may have politicized it a bit.
A little on the nose.
It actually does say Black Lives Matter, which is. God damn it! I was getting to another joke.
Please continue.
I was saying my mask actually does say Black Lives Matter, which is the same thing as saying "fuck you, Donald Trump." But it is absolutely weird that it's been politicized. But also, like, did you see? I don't know if you saw the clip of the guy who was trying to go. I think it was a Walmart, and like the employee was trying to stop him, and the guy was trying to like shove the employee, and he like kept, like the guy kept like falling down, and I was like, I have never ever wanted to go into a Walmart that badly. Like I've never. Like that guy could have said, "You can't come in here unless you're naked," and I would have been like, "All right, well, I'm not coming in. That's fine."
You ever fought your way into a Walmart, Steve? That's on brand for you, I would imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine. I've fought my way into lots of Walmarts. Trust me.
I fought my way out of a Walmart for sure. Not into it.
In a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Rachel, catch us up.
Yep, to finish up. Okay, so Renee tipped Myq $5 and says, "Science says you're hilarious."
Nice.
Nice.
I thank you.
Courtney, 15 Aussie. Myq, phenomenal set. Thank you for the laughs.
Thank you for the laughs.
Razor, $5. Myq, can you repeat that one joke? Wait, and then that other one. Just repeat the whole thing and go.
Oh God, what have you done to me?
It was one joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There was no
when I
pause.
started doing comedy, I told one-liners. Now I just tell one liner. It's just one infinite liner. So check out the liner notes because I just have one joke in all of my CDs, and it's still going on.
Just one period at the end of your act. It's just period, and that's the end of the sentence.
And then the last, we had a general come in from Heather, $5 to help Ben get the hell away from Spectrum.
Nice.
Nice. Do we want to get to another comic?
We're gonna get him Comcast. It's gonna be so much better. Yes, let's do another comic.
Let's go to another comic. All right. This next comic, she's one of the writers on Veep. Here for Emilia Barrosse, everybody. Emilia Barrosse.
So now I'm gonna use this microphone, even though it doesn't work. But I actually excel when I perform in denial. So please stick with me, bear with me. Yeah, my name's Emilia, and let me just update you guys on my life lately. Been in my apartment a lot, okay? Like a lot. Like an excessive amount of time in my apartment. But luckily, I'm really good at that, okay? Like my entire life, I have excelled at not leaving my home. Okay, like, that's always been something I've had a unique talent for. Like growing up, I was always the top of my class in not leaving home. Like after school, on the weekend, you name it, I was at home. Okay, so when the pandemic first hit, I was like, oh my God, I have been training for this my whole life. I have developed a particular set of skills that should make the next few months a dream come true for someone like me. And dude, let me tell you something, the pandemic has not been fun, man. Like, staying at home because of an international global health crisis just does not hit the same as staying home because of depression, you know? Like, I feel like if I'm staying home, I want it to be on my terms. Like if I'm gonna avoid human contact, I don't want it to be because of an international public health crisis, okay? I want it to be because I was emotionally traumatized in middle school and I can't bear the idea of facing humanity for the evening, you know? It's huge. So yeah, I've been having a mental health crisis in the quarantine, but I feel like we all have. And the way that I know that is because it only took us about 2, maybe 3 days of quarantine before all of us as a nation said together, fuck it, we're cutting our own hair now. We're all okay? It was like week 1 of quarantine. Everyone's uploading their videos like, my God, we're living an apocalyptic lifestyle now where we have to be self-sufficient and take care of ourselves in order to survive, and gotta cut our hair now before we can hardly recognize each other. And it's like, understand, at no point, even still, did anyone have to cut their own hair, okay? No gun was up to anyone's head. It was not a matter of survival. Like, all of us in that first week of quarantine, all of us just became Britney Spears in a grocery store parking lot shaving our own heads, okay? And we just want America to own that reckless abandon, you know? Like, think of every movie you've ever seen where people go through like apocalyptic scenarios. Nobody is cutting their own hair because they're focused on shit like surviving. Like, just think about like Tom Hanks in Castaway, fucking Matt Damon in The Martian, Robin Williams in Jumanji, all of them going through their own personal apocalypse, all of them hairy as shit, okay? So just clear here. I also, every time I want to say pandemic, my brain just says apocalypse. Anyone else? But the pandemic has like affected me in like weird ways. Like, it's been, I don't know, what's the word? Awkward. It's been awkward during this time, watching billionaires get so rich while the rest of us get so poor. You know, it's been awkward. And watching that play out, I realized a few days ago, has just completely changed the way that I play Monopoly. I played Monopoly for the first time a few weeks ago in years, and I realized that now I'm a monster. Okay? Because America's billionaires have taught us that, like, the yacht you buy with money you stole comes with just as many butlers as the yacht you bought with money that you earned. And frankly, you probably couldn't afford a butler yacht with money that you earned alone. Like, you gotta steal money to make yacht butler money, baby. So, anything else, I can thank the pandemic for teaching me how to win at Monopoly, because now that I'm a monster, you can bet your ass that I clean up at Monopoly, dude. Like, oh my God. Like, I used to, like, follow the rules when I played Monopoly. Like, I used to make sure people knew the rules, make sure we all had an even playing field. I used to play with integrity like a loser. Now it's like, oh my God, what? You didn't know that if you own 2 railroads, it's double the rent? Well, wake the fuck up, Grandma. Read the fine print on your title deed, bitch. I don't play Monopoly to teach. I play to win. And your cataract, whore. I used to, when people landed on my property, I would just like let them pay me in their own time, fumble around with their money, get the digits right. Now I just reach right into their money pile and take whatever. I'm like, I'm sorry. If you want to have dignity when you play Monopoly, Monopoly doesn't come with dignity, bitch. Dignity is sold separately. I literally shouted down my boyfriend for trying to collect $200 for pass and go after his turn. I was like, what do you think, we're running a lemonade stand for charity out here, dude? We're playing Monopoly. This is a dogfight to the death. Only one of us makes it out of this bitch alive. This is not a lemonade stand. It's a diner, and I drink your milkshake, motherfucker. And then I guess he like still thought I had like a heart he could appeal to, because he was like, well, no, I would have given you the $200. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Was that the Danish Pledge of Allegiance? I'm sorry. This is America. There ain't no such thing as a free $200, asshole. You better earn that shit, or you better be requesting it the moment your token hits go. Otherwise, I guess your $200 just gonna get lost in the mail with the rest of America's $1,200. Okay, idiots? You won't play Monopoly with me anymore, so I can't keep winning. But I have developed other hobbies now, like killing small animals for fun, which is new and exciting. And I'm thinking about quitting comedy and becoming an investment banker. So that's an update from my life in pandemic, y'all. Thank you so much.
Emilia Barrosse, everybody.
Nice job. Yes.
Tip jar is open for her Monopoly fund if you'd like to. You can tip top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal, Laugh from Home, or of course you can super chat. By the way, that thing about shaving your own head felt like an attack. And also, by the way, I love your version of Monopoly. When you pass go, there is a $200, but there's no oversight as to how it's distributed. So if you want to,
I was like, it specifically says as you pass go, and you have already passed go, and so you have failed. Okay, as you pass go, motherfucker. It says it on the board.
Can I tell you guys? Do you know that the game of Monopoly, as it was intended, as it was invented by a woman, I believe in the 20s, like during the Depression, it was created to, when played correctly, demonstrate how bad capitalism made things be. That when you started even from an even playing field, things would get vastly, disproportionately out of control. But then I believe some men stole the game from her, sold it, and everybody likes it. So now we play for fun.
Right.
Yeah, then at one point someone's like, wait, you could put multiple hotels on this one property, right? You can do that? Okay, excellent.
And then you mortgage the hotels and they go out of business and you don't pay any of the contractors. That's how you play Monopoly, right? That's
and there are some people that don't want to buy the purple properties. I'm like, that's ridiculous. You can still make money off of owning a trailer park. You can still...
If you can suck up those purple properties early and just get one of each other color, you can just slowly suffocate everybody else and just not make any deals and just slowly kill everybody.
Yeah.
Games are fun. Yeah.
The American way.
Clean up at that shit, man. I used to lose a Monopoly because I was always like, I want to, if I win, I want to win fair and square or else it won't matter. And I'm like, you don't have to win fucking fair and square in Monopoly. It's not the fucking point of Monopoly.
What's very interesting, a buddy of mine who makes board games. He likes board games. He makes them. That's one of his hobbies. Grant Line. I think he's been on the show. Yeah, Grant Line's been on our show.
Yeah.
And he makes board games. They're awesome. And he was telling me that there's American board games and European board games are completely different because American board games, there's one winner. So you play till everyone else is dead. And in Europe, there's just a time limit, and then you just add up who has the most whatever, and that's how you decide who wins. But everybody gets to play the whole time in a European board game. And an American board game, people get knocked out and have to not play until it's those two people battling at the end, which I thought was very interesting.
There's lots of European board games that are cooperative board games where everyone that plays the game is on the same team. So, and it's like, and I tried to, have you guys heard of the board game Pandemic?
Once, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like where everybody gets together and you try to like eradicate diseases before it takes over the world and kills you. But everybody works together. Like we're all scientists trying to save the planet. And I was trying to like explain it to one of my friends, and she was just like, "But how do I win?" And I'm like, "No, we all win together." And she's like, "Okay, but what do I do that's best for me?" And I'm like, "No."
USA, USA, USA.
By the way, guys, I had no idea I was hosting the show with a bunch of fucking socialists. How dare you all?
It'd be like if you went to an escape room and only one person got to escape.
Oh, we have to start that. That's what we have to do.
Did you guys see that? I saw today or yesterday, Europe is thinking when they start opening up Europe, they're going to be like, not to America. So Europe is like, build a wall. No America, thank you. You know what I mean? They're like, we learned it from you. Essentially the world is an escape room and we all die in it except for Elon Musk. Isn't that right? I think.
Exactly. Rachel, what do we got coming in?
Yeah, so we've got quite a bit. So Malvina started us off with $5. Said, Emilia, tell me a cat joke. Love Mal.
Oh my God, love Mal. I know Malvina. Hi, Malvina. I bet she's watching. A cat joke? Oh, man. Good cat joke. So I just discovered today that Mark Twain fucked heavy with cats, which was really important for me to hear because I love Mark Twain. And this is a quote from Mark Twain about cats. When a man loves cats, I am his friend and comrade without further introduction. And I'm like, yes.
So he would have loved Joe Exotic. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mark Twain and Joe Exotic, BFFs, right? That's a
Hopefully
sitcom I'd
Twain-
watch.
Joe Exotic, what a
Hopefully
pair.
Twain didn't mean it that way.
Name a more iconic duo.
What'd you say, Amelia?
Name a more iconic duo. I'll wait.
We also had keep up. Ben Sewell, $5 for Amelia. My girlfriend can totally relate to now wanting to leave the house but can't.
Nice.
So
Andrew?
now she wants to leave the house but can't.
Hopefully it's because of the pandemic, but that might have been an overshare. Who knows?
Or maybe that was a joke that I'm not.
I think it was a joke, guys. I think you guys completely skipped over.
I want to understand it. I feel like there's
thought-
a lot of potential.
I thought it was a pretty solid joke. Like the idea of like my girlfriend wants to leave the house but can't. Like that was, yeah.
Yeah.
Because her boyfriend has kidnapped her and is not allowing her to leave the house. Is that?
Yeah.
No, the girlfriend in the pandemic wants to leave because of him, but the pandemic prevents her. That I think was the joke.
Right.
Ah.
Or maybe she would like just finally like got over a terrible depression in March and was ready to go out into the world, and then a pandemic hit and she couldn't.
You know, that's
Yeah.
probably that's better. That's way funnier.
This joke's like, this is a Rorschach. It's like for whoever you are, like, what does this joke mean to you? And it really reveals ourselves to everyone.
It's like a dress, no one knew what color it was, but a joke.
Yeah, if your if your instinct was like she must be tied up in the basement, like you got to work on yourself. Like that is
Right. Ask yourself why your brain went there first.
yeah.
Yeah. Does she feel? Yeah.
Don't highlight me because I was the one that made the joke, you dick. You're right. That's my brain. But it was comedic. I don't tie up women in the basement. I just.
Yeah. Is she trapped, like spiritually or physically? Like which one is it? That's the thing that you need to decide for yourself.
Yeah, right.
More
Whoever
tips.
tipped that got so much use out of that tip, by the way. Like just became part of the show. Sorry, Rachel, what else you got?
Courtney, 15 Aussie. Amelia, this isn't $200, but it should pay for rent on Pentonville Road.
Pentonville. I mean, are you talking about Mediterranean? You're talking about Baltic? I
Ha
don't know.
ha ha ha.
What the fuck version of Monopoly are you playing?
Australian?
Yeah, is that Australian Monopoly? I've been playing Beatles Monopoly, which is
Blue.
kind of fun.
That's where like a producer keeps a lot of the money.
Yeah, where nobody
Yeah.
wins.
No matter who wins, you get $15 in the.
Yeah. Boy band Monopoly would be so funny. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You just land on all these accolades and you just have to give your money away each time. And you're like,
just-
but why?
Well, did you guys see they had Millennial Monopoly? That was the most condescending bullshit I've ever seen. I think I talked to you about it, Amelia. I think because when I
Yeah,
saw it, you were the person I called.
did.
It was like because there's no winner and there's no money and you just gain experiences. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
Like it's like
an exposure.
Yeah, you gain exposure in Millennial Monopoly. It's like the most condescending piece of shit game I ever saw.
Right, and it
Sound-
wasn't even, seeing it and thinking it was a joke game, but it was like genuinely being marketed to people to buy as like a version of Monopoly. Like it wasn't a joke.
I would assume what you do all the work and then you get an internship? Like what is the
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah.
No, that you got to
That's
spend
fine.
all your money on rent. No matter what rent is, it's got to be all the money that you have. More money, and then next time, give it all.
Oh fuck, there's a hotel in my parents' basement. This is tough.
It has Airbnbs instead of hotels.
Yes.
There's no free parking. There's just 15-minute metered parking, and you just like.
There's free parking, but no one can afford a car.
Yeah, but nobody has.
You have to Uber to the next railroad. All right, what else we got, Rach?
Well, the fans are saying my mic is low, so I'm gonna do this. How's that?
perfect.
Hey,
There we
you
go.
should ask Zara to hold it for you.
I should, right? So we had Andrew in our live audience, $15 for Emilia Barrosse. This funding should go towards your Monopoly addiction from a fellow shark. Destroy the chum.
Yo, bring it on, bro. I'll fucking take it.
So
Nice.
here I found it on the line. I don't know if you can read that. So basically, it says he has our participation medal on. That says participation. And the tagline, they have copy. The tagline says, "Forget real estate, you can't afford it anyway." And it's
Holy shit.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. They think it's like funny.
Yeah, that's a real game. It's awful. It was the worst thing I ever saw.
And also they really fucked up that he's got that he doesn't have an AirPod. Like there's like a whole like thing coming out of his ear, and it's like that should be an AirPod, you idiots. You fucked up.
We have lots to get through. Let's get to so then Tesha tipped $5. She said, "Boardwalk is my winner. If I get it, I'm golden without fail."
No, you need Park Place too, honey. It's not just that was keeping track.
Technics $2 and said, "Dignity sold separately." Carrie in our live audience, $10 for Emilia for owning all the milkshakes in the yard.
Nice.
Slower Flash Gordon, who I think is Andrea, $10. Emilia losing her shit is so fucking relatable right now. Right? Ron Wayner, $10. Emilia, the best Monopoly rule is that the race car gets an extra $200 starting money.
Where did you hear this? Where did you pull that out of your ass? Because I appreciate that. If you just...
No, that's actually happens. The racist car gets that.
The race card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
We have Razor, $5. Emilia, you had me at Cataracts Whore.
By the way, Cataracts Whore, just a thing. They're not playing at the Rock. That's it.
They're the opener.
Yeah.
And then we had some last minute tips for Myq, Tesha, $5. Myq, $5 for the accurate history lesson.
Oh. Thank you.
Andrew Lee tipped Myq $15, and he did Myq Kaplan.
That's an entry to the game.
It wasn't though. He was tipping.
Okay.
Myq. And
I was wrong.
Thank you for saying that. Matthew Plummer, $5. Myq, the ending tied the whole room together.
Nice.
That's good.
And Andrea tipped Myq $10.
Thanks.
Awesome. Cool. Are we ready for the game then?
I think we're ready for the game.
Let's play the game.
All right. So it is food a host or a scientist? What a hilarious dude. Like just
Or it could be host a scientist. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just write 2 words in a row. You'll be entered into the game.
Exactly.
All right. So
I'm
these are the
excited.
entries
I'm
that are
excited about this.
unpaid that I'm gonna read, and then we'll get to our live audience and start voting from there on out. So I've got 3. I liked Ashley's Steve Hot Stuffed Pepper.
Nice. I need that on the back of my mug.
Crass Jacobs Bean Gleib.
Nice.
And Elizabeth Ann had Isaac Fig Newton.
Nice.
Nice.
God damn it!
Nice.
I had Figzik Newton. So I'm replacing that.
All right. So our live audience. Let's go to Carrie first.
I had 2. I had Francis Bacon Bits.
Nice.
And Heinrich Hertz potato chips.
Nice.
Awesome. Ron?
Thought I'd get a couple mixed drinks in here with Steve's screwdriver. Screwdriver Steve.
Nice.
Zara?
Look, as much as I love the host, I have to rock with my boss here. Jane, good all-you-can-eat buffet.
That's good.
Tam?
Hi, I'm pretending to work. I have Marie Thai curry
Nice.
and Albert Einstein Brothers bagels.
Nice.
And then Andrew, Julius Squeezer.
So I have three. So I have Steve Hamstetter, which is not Cooper. I also have Chris Flower, and also Ben Gleeks. So those are my
Nice.
Like it. Like it.
Okay, and so here are the other entries. We've got Elizabeth Ann. She had 2. She had, thank you, Dr. Mary Curry instead of Marie Curie. Whatever that version thing is.
Oh my God, Rachel's never heard of any of the scientists. This is gonna be amazing.
Or any of the foods, apparently.
This is amazing.
This is gonna be a lot of fun.
We've got Bill New Year's Eve. Who's this? I don't understand.
And she has Dr. Barry Marshall, Berry.
Nice.
Nice.
Courtney had Queen Rachel of Castle White.
Nice.
That lane boy had Alfred No Taco Bell.
Nice.
Renee Hutchison, Queen Vending Machine. Jonathan S. Enchilada Loveless, known for her work on Charlie's Cabbage Analytical Engine.
Well, the game's over. We can't top that. That's the win.
We also had Renee's Bill Rye, the Science Fry. Jeremy Day had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One for all of you, he said.
Oh, nice.
Stevie Hofstrudel.
Nice. Nickname in high school. You nailed it.
We've got Rychel Garlicker. Bean Gleaver. Bean G Liver? Bean Gleaver.
Glad I tuned back in just in time for Rachel mispronouncing shit.
Ben.
That's not new with your name.
Are you driving?
I bet. He's driving. Then we've got Crispy Bow Watercress.
Is that a food?
Watercress is a vegetable, Chris. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know that then.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's why I didn't know what it was.
You're like,
then,
oh, I was just gonna say it sounded like water and Crest toothpaste, I imagine, to you, but
yes,
it wasn't worth it. Please continue.
Which isn't as good, and you shouldn't swallow it. They tell me.
No, I already have your tips. Thank you.
The tips.
And then the last one is Teeler Ricotta.
Nice.
All right, those are all the entries.
All right, let's vote. Amelia, what was your favorite one?
I liked Marie Ty Curry, I'll be honest.
That's good.
All right.
That's a good one. Myq Kaplan.
I want to offer can I offer my own that are not competing first?
Well, vote now, and then we'll get yours in a second.
Yeah,
I accept.
After the winner, we go back.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I loved. Was this one of the contenders? The Jane Goodall You Can Eat buffet.
Yep.
Yes.
That was one
Yeah,
of them. That's
beautiful.
A vote. Rachel, what was your vote?
I really like that one too, but just because East Coast girl and I like White Castle, so I'm going to say Queen Rachel of Castle White.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm also going Jane Goodall You Can Eat buffet. I thought that one was really good. Ben, did you hear them all?
I did not hear them all, so I would already have this plan in mind. My vote goes to whatever Bowers votes for, because who knows food better than him?
Well, I also vote for my brand new press secretary with Jane Goodall You Can Eat buffet. That is the winner.
Nice.
So of course, email us and claim your prize. And Myq, how many do you have? Because I've got a bunch of them.
Oh, I only have like 6. and they're all dumb. So
Okay. Do you want to go? Do you want to go back and forth? Does anybody else have?
Amelia, got any?
I only put one in the chat, and it was Isaac Fig Newton.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, well, let's go back and forth with Mike and Steve.
I only got Queen Ray Chili. All I got is Queen Ray Chili. Eat Hofstetter, and I don't have a hot dog pun for Bowers yet, but hot dog stuff.
Taylor in the chat just said split Gleib soup. That's.
I did, but I'm back now.
That's good.
All of mine are Food a Scientist. I did not even play my own game. I played Mike's game instead. Mike, so I'll do one first since I have more.
Sure.
So I have Thomas fed his son.
Good stuff. I think I only did your game, so it's perfect. You all fell for my trap of doing a better game so I could win the dumb one. We've got Steve Hofstetter. They're all stupid. Please go on.
Nice. I have Tater Toddle.
All right. We've got Chris Sweetenbauer. Again, very dumb.
George Washington Carving Board.
All right. Hot Chris Buns.
Albert Einstein.
Ooh. How about Amelia? Just it has the word meal in it.
Nice.
Albert Einstein is also how you Richard Pryor a host.
Coca-Cola Tesla.
Nice.
That is good. I did do one science one in my head. I wanted to make it longer, but Bill Nye the Science Marie Curie. Marie Curie is a scientist. Bill is also a scientist. Kind of guy. Okay, that's that one.
Perfect.
That was too long even for me, to be honest.
That was so long, Ben just got to his destination.
That was longer
I had
than Steve's
dick. Marie cured beefy.
This is my last one, and it would be better if it was written, but it's not. So I'll do it, but I'm mispronouncing a word, and it's sort of a combination. Imagine a combination of bean and quinoa, and I'm gonna say quinoa Rachel.
Nice.
Take it.
I don't think you needed that whole preamble. I think that would have worked without any of that speech.
You're right.
It was good. I've got a couple left. I have Louis Pasteurized Milk, which is kind of named after him. I have Leonardo da Vinci's, which is also made with Louis Pasteurized Milk. I have Alexander Graham Bell Pepper. And of course, my favorite, Noam Chomsky.
Oh yeah.
Cool, interesting.
I feel like you should have done Leonardo da Vinci's, but you know that's
I have an interesting announcement. My friend Malvina, who asked me to tell a joke about a cat earlier, wanted me to know that she thinks Steve Hofstetter is cute.
Oh, there you go. Nice work, Steve.
Well,
Getting
tell
some
her
Ooh.
I say thank you, and I have no cat jokes for her.
Can I let everyone know that none of my friends have let me know that anyone is cute? Sorry, everybody. So it's 1-to-1.
All right, so I think we did it, right? We did it.
There was
Okay.
one other game entry I wanted to read.
Okay.
From Razor. He had Food a Scientist Futuristic Food Edition, Pill Nye the Science Guy.
Nice.
Nice. I like that one.
By the way, I also have a
Jetson
tab
style.
Nice.
I had a
Taylor-
Queen one, by the way. I had a Queen one that and driving me nuts. I can't remember it, but if I think of it before the show ends, I will shout it randomly.
Okay.
Perfect. Taylor also in the chat had Taco Brahe, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I do have one more since we're doing futuristic ones. Maybe not that futuristic, but in a world which continues to break down socially and society crumbles, then just any scientist's real name will be food because we'll eat them first.
So
Bill Nye the protein guy. Perfect. All right.
There you go. All right, Emilia, how do we find you out in the world? What do you got going on? What do you got going on?
Follow me on Instagram at emilia.barrosse. And follow my stand-up show at JTMF Show on Instagram. We're currently online, though. I don't know. I got booked for an in-person stand-up show in July. How do we feel about in-person stand-up shows right now? What are people thinking about it?
Well, you'll listen to my plugs in a second. You'll know how I feel about it.
So. Oh, okay. That's all.
Myq, where do we find you at?
Well, whatever Bauer's live shows are, I'll be doing them when he's dead, and I'm making them virtual. And you can follow me on all the social media. I just changed my my name to it. It's just at Myq Kaplan, MYQ KAPLAN. My album that came out last month is still it's the same. So if you've heard it, thanks. If you haven't, it's not too late. The album exists forever. It's called AKA, and it's my favorite comedy that I've ever created. If you liked the comedy that I made up in 3 seconds today, you'll enjoy more comedy that was made up in 4 seconds. So I also have a podcast called Broccoli and Ice Cream, and you can look for me. You're on the internet. Find me. My album's called AKA.
Awesome. It's so bizarre
Thank you very much, Myq.
that Myq was able to get his screen name on everything. I would have assumed that MYQ would have been taken.
Do you know, sincerely, I have it at Gmail, but when I first got Yahoo before Gmail was a thing, Yahoo and all the other ones that existed, like I didn't get it. It didn't. Somebody else had it, and I don't know who or why.
That is incredible. There are other people named Steve Hofstetter, and I have all of their handles on social media, and they can go fuck themselves. Got there first.
Nice. Well, thanks, Myq. We appreciate it. To answer Emilia's question, I just got booked right before the show to headline Helium in Indianapolis tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. One show. They are social distancing. They've different tables. I'm going to bring my own microphone, and I don't think I'll do comedy through a mask, but I'll have a mask on when I get there. And then I'm with Todd McComas in Appleton, Wisconsin. Same kind of deal at the club there, Friday and Saturday. Other than that, at Bowers Comedy. Find me out in the world. Steve.
I actually just recently canceled a gig that I had at Helium because I thought it was unsafe. So hope you're well. No, obviously, people could do.
Here's what it comes down to. Honestly, this is my thought. I've never worried about dying, or I wouldn't drink 5 nights a week and be overweight and do all the other shit I do. I just didn't want to kill anybody else. And once no one else gives a fuck, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to do, honestly. But I mean, I've never. I mean, if I died, great. I mean, good, I did it. I'm not. I have no fear of that. I'm kind of, I'm not. Whatever. I'm just. That's where I'm at. And that's why I came back to Indiana. That's why I came back to Indiana, because like no one gives a shit. So if we all die, fuck it, we're all dumb idiots anyway. So it's gonna help the world.
Well, what a happy place for me to plug stuff. But let's just say, as Ben Gleib goes to the doctor because he had COVID, let's just say, fucking be careful out there. All right. If you guys want to check out, I have a show coming up at Nowhere Comedy Club tomorrow night, or actually tomorrow during the day or night, depending on your time zone, depending on where you are. And apparently, I'm officially launching my campaign for drinking coffee. So if you guys want to support that, that'd be great. You guys are wonderful. Ben, I don't know if you're in a place where you can plug anything. All right.
Muted.
Hey, what's up? July 2nd, Nowhere Comedy Club. Check that out. Gleib off the top. I'll be improvising the show there. And in August, first week of August, I will be doing my first in-person date at the DC Comedy Loft. So check that out. Dates will be coming up soon at bengleib.com. Can't think of the Queen Rachel thing. Queen size food. Bye. I gotta go. I'm being yelled at. Bye. Love you.
See you, buddy.
Bye, Gleib.
We've got a couple things.
Well, all right.
Zara
Catch us up.
had tipped the show $10 and said, "I'm sending Dr. Jane the link to this video now," and I think she got a response already. So can we go to Zara?
Guys, she responded, "I'm getting choked up here. Good to see you all smiling. Very funny and a true honor to be in esteemed company. So very important to have laughter in these dark times." Then a bunch of other ethical work stuff about not eating animals. Love, Jane.
Awesome.
That is
Very
amazing.
cool.
I've been saying my whole life, it was just a matter of time before Dr. Jane Goodall ended up watching my live stream. I just figured, that is incredible.
Your
That's
press
awesome.
secretary's doing her job.
Hell yeah. Ara, you are already a better press secretary than I was. Already.
For sure.
And I just wanted to say that there is 2 No Pants crew, Shannon and Jason. Right now, Shannon is she lives in California, and she's on a flight to Ohio to start a relationship with Jason in our note. And they met during.
Wow. That's adorable. That's a good story, bringing people
and they're
together.
gonna be on the show together. Zara, is it Friday?
From what I'm gathering, yeah. So yeah, No Pants romance.
That is
No
amazing.
pants romance.
The best kind of romance.
See you after. I'll see you after, girls.
I'll see. Yeah.
Right.
All right, audience, thanks so much for being here. We love you guys yet again. Thank you. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so thanks for being here. I want to say hi to my mom. I talked to my mom today, had a really good conversation with her. She was a little worried about me yesterday. She called me a little upset that I was in a canoe, and I apologize for scaring her. But I love you, Mom, and thanks for watching and appreciating supporting me. And we'll see you guys on Friday.
Excellent. And I also want to take a moment to say hi to Bowers' mom.
Son of a bitch.
Because she's a very sweet woman.
I thought
who
we
supports
agreed
the
you'd
show.
stop. I thought you'd. Okay.
I already changed it anyway. By the way, I just want to say, on a more serious note, please, stay healthy out there. This shit is real. None of us know the truth. Nobody knows the truth yet, because this thing keeps developing. And so please stay safe. Please be careful. And Ben, we love you. We want you to be safe. We want, that blood clot to go away. We want, your dizziness to go away. We want you to be back at full prop master form as quickly as possible. So just our best wishes to you, of course. Show ain't the same without you. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
See you guys.
Zara, my mic's still.